It's not possible to say that it's not more difficult to be disabled, because you can see in every single thing that you do that the whole world is built around able-bodied people. You can't make plans without knowing, like, is this building accessible? Does this building have a bathroom I can use if I'm going out to drink or I'm going out to eat? Or like, even is the path to get there accessible? Of these three things, 90% of the time, they're all no. I was in a car accident when I was a year old. I can't feel the end of my skin. Like, I can't feel if someone just brushed their hand on me. I couldn't feel that at all. I was really excited to go to kindergarten because I thought when you went to kindergarten, that's when you learned how to walk. And then I got to kindergarten and I was like, they did not teach me how to walk there, so maybe not a great school. That was the first time I realized that some people were doing something that I was not going to be doing. You're taught from a really young age, like, you should try to overcome disability because there's something wrong with you. I think of the disability binary, like the gender binary. If you consider gender binary, it doesn't make sense that anyone fits into I'm all female or I'm all male. Disability for me is that same way. You're not a totally incapacitated person. It didn't ever feel like there was something that I couldn't do, which is what everyone explains disability being, like your own personal limitations. It always seemed like the situations that I would get in were extremely unprepared for people like me. I can fly a plane, which is actually very cool, and I like it a lot. But I know that I only did it to prove, like, I'm capable of doing this. That'll really prove that I'm worth something. A lot of dating while you're disabled is known as the novelty fuck, which means that a lot of people will want to have sex with you just to be like, oh, I had sex with somebody in a wheelchair. How disabled are you? That's what people always want to know. Guys have a limit to how disabled you can be before they're like, not for me. What I realize now is, like, before the feeling was make of myself an image that proves to other people that I am worthy. And now the foundational idea is I am worthy, learn how to make other people realize that. I did an Airbnb in Williamsburg the other day, and I contacted the host before I went to the Airbnb. I was like, here's the dimensions of my wheelchair. Can I get in the door? Can I get in the bathroom? How tall is the bed? I covered absolutely every part that I could about accessibility. So I show up at the place, and then there's a little note that says, like, go pick your key up from the Key Cafe, which is a separate location. So I get to the separate location, and it's a bar, and there's a step into it. And then I get back to the apartment, and the elevator is broken. So 5 hours later, they figured out the elevator problem. It's not like these little things. It's the fact that this happens every single day. I understand that beauty is dynamic and it can change, and the idea and the spectrum can grow and it can shrink. That's going to reflect what society wants. But my greater interest is in pushing away the standard of beauty at all. I do think that you should be able to honestly believe beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I don't think in any system that's possible, because if there is a system, if there is a box, if there is a spectrum, that means that there's going to be people that don't fall into that.